Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Island. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen, as we're set to bring you, the final game today, Chuck. How about that?
Yeah, it's been a long day. We started there about 10 o'clock.
Man, oh man.
Had a little rain delay and then opening ceremonies, and so just some length. And this 7 o'clock games is now going to be at 7:50 start time.
Yeah.
And it's going to feature Prairie Chien with a record of 27-5, and Little Chute with a record of 14-7-1. Ken, real quickly here, give us a geography lesson to where Little Chute is located. I didn't warn you about this.
You didn't. Little Chute, isn't that over by the Milwaukee area?
I'm pretty certain that you are correct.
Kind of up in between, maybe like on the. I'm going to do a little research on that.
All
I
right.
think.
Well,
I'll try.
I'll try to cover things here for a little
Okay.
bit. You do that research. We're going to start off. Prairie Chien is the away team for this game here. It's going to be Ty Wagner, Colton Thompson, and Maddox Chute. 1, 2, 3 as far as in the Prairie Chien lineup. On the mound is Ethan Melendrez for Little Chute. We're going to have Ken working on a lot of things. The geography lesson here, we're going to have him give the lineup as far as umpires.
Oh, don't do that one.
Recap of the day. And,
over by Kimberly,
okay,
Chuck. Not too far from Kimberly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, up that Neenah area.
Right.
That way.
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't 100% on that, so how about that?
All right, the 3-0 pitch. It's a called strike on Wagner. Wagner playing right field. Number 12. Count 3-1. And that'll be a walk to Wagner. And that'll bring up Colton Thompson. Number 5, the center fielder. Thompson, the left-handed hitter again. Seems a lot of the more successful teams have 3 or 4 lefties in their lineups.
Yes, don't they though? I agree.
Melendrez, he brings a fastball, but it misses the strike zone. Runner at first is Ty Wagner. Gets his lead.
Yeah, I know 2 of the 4 umpires out here at second base and third base. We got Lynn Eisensee and Vernon Daines, respectively. And not 100% on home and first, which I apologize. Just kind of recognize them, but not 100%.
Okay. That's back-to-back walks for Prairie Chien as they start this first inning. This will bring up Maddox Chute. Chute, the number 3 batter in the lineup, number 15 pitching today for Prairie Chien. Runners at first and second.
Big lead at second base. My goodness.
Ty Wagner. He takes off, and it was a line drive down the third base line by Jacob Fowl. You called the big lead there, Ken.
Yeah, he really getting out there quite a ways. We'll see if he does it again.
Oh, and 1 on Chute. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Throw back to second.
Wagner's a heck of a leadoff guy. Having him that size and speed, holy Toledo.
Yeah. Wagner gets his lead. Chake takes high. Counter 1-1 to Chake.
Wagner's one of those guys too that you watch him, and I tell you what, when he gets fired up, he is tough to stop.
He's going to try to steal third, and he's going to get thrown out.
Yep.
Ty Wagner caught stealing. Give you the defense here. Again, it's Ethan Melendrez on the mound. Kyler Marquardt behind the plate, and that was him that just threw out the runner there. 2-1 the count. First baseman is Dawson Roseman. Colin Gast at second. Charlie Vandenberg, the shortstop, and Drew Jotun is at third. Count 3-1 to Chaka. Chaka will take a walk. 3 walks in a row. That's going to bring up Caden Lomas. First baseman, number 55, yes.
If you only had that crystal ball, Wagner probably wouldn't have tried to steal.
Right. 1 out. And there's a fly ball out towards center field, left center field, and it's going to be the center fielder, Grant Van Gompel, will make the catch for out number 2.
This field, I tell you what, the lights and everything, you can see, folks, it is so well lit out here.
Beautiful setting.
Yes.
The outfield for Little Chute, Caden Kerrigan is in left, and Grant Van Gompel, the one that just made that catch, is in center, and Tyler Fisher in right. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. This is going to be Tommy Mara batting. Number 14, the third baseman. Mara takes the pitch inside. There's a line drive by Mara, caught by Dawson Roseman, the first baseman. And we go to the bottom half of the first inning. We're at 0-0.
Well, back we come here. It's the 4th and final game of the day. And, right, Chuck, it's been a bit of a long day, especially that heat in that second and third games. That was a cruncher for a lot of the guys out there playing.
Yes, it was. We saw a couple times where we had to stop play to get some water. So Maddox Chake on the mound for Prairie Chien, starting things off for Little Chute. It'll be Charlie Vandencourt. And then it'll be followed by Caden Kerrigan and Drew Jotun. Number 19, batting, the shortstop for Little Chute.
I do want to mention, in case Channel 14 is working on and off here and you need to take a look right now, the stream on Twitch, WWVP LLC, looks like it's working. Sometimes it has a tendency to kind of go pixelate a little bit, but there's apparently a lot of people on Wi-Fi around here. We just saw some lightning. Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right.
That would mean probably a 45-minute delay. That's probably
that's what it is.
Yep, that's probably what it is. So 30 minutes. Okay. Well, 30 minutes. All right. That's what we have to wait on now. So we'll let you know.
It is 8:01 right now.
8:01 and some thunder. Well, I think I'm going to go move my camera that's outside that we're watching right now. I'm going to go move that because I heard some thunder as well.
All right.
All right. We'll be back, folks. Hang in there.
Right, we're ready to go here. It's the bottom of the first inning, and we have a 2-2 count on the batter, Charlie Vandenberg. And starting exactly where we left off last evening, no score in this affair between Little Chute and Prairie du Chien. It's Maddox Chayka back on the mound. Pitchers are each starting with 0 as far as number for today. There's a ground ball hit towards the shortstop. Pedretti is going to be able to get the out over at first, just beating the runner by about a half a step.
Nick Betts is behind the plate here umpiring today. I finally got everybody squared up in my head here. Rich Kaiser over at first base. Lynn Eisensee at second, and Vernon Daines umpiring third.
The second batter in the lineup for Little Chute is Caden Kerrigan, number 5, the left fielder. He swings and misses, and that'll take the count to 0-2 on him. Maddox Chayka on the mound, Bryce Lenzendorf behind the plate. We do have one change. It's going to be a ball. Caden Lomas is at first, Drake Ingham at second, Noah Pedretti, the shortstop, Tommy Mara playing third. That pitch is high. Ty Wagner not in the lineup today. Instead, it's going to be Hunter Jones for Prairie du Chien. This is down the outfield for Prairie. Dawson Eastman in left, Colton Thompson in center, and then Hunter Jones in right. And there's a walk issued to Caden Kerrigan. That'll bring up Drew Joten, the third baseman, number 10. Joten is the way that the PA man has pronounced his name. So again, make a quick apology if we pronounce something wrong, but we do try to do our best here as we can. Joten, the number 3 batter in the lineup for Little Chute. Little Chute comes into the game today with a record of 14-7-1. Prairie du Chien at 27-5. Kerrigan gets his lead at first. There's a called strike on Joten. Count at 1-2.
5 games today, so hang on to your hats, folks.
All right, you just anticipated my question. There's a line drive, fly ball out towards center field. It's going to be caught by Colton Thompson. Yeah. And a double play.
Looked like they had the old hit and run on. And it winds up being a very easy double play here. A catch in center field and throw him out, Chuck.
Yes. Yep. So we go to the second with no score.
Back with more here from Prairie du Chien. It's game number 4. We're having that here this morning and on a Saturday morning.
Top of the second inning, it'll be Dawson Eastman, Noah Pedretti, and Bryce Linsendorf. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup for Prairie. And there's a strike on Eastman. Eastman, number 11, left fielder. There's another strike. Ethan Melendez, the pitcher today. Again, starting over with a no count as far as pitching wise. There's a line drive back up the middle for a base hit for Eastman. Kyler Marquardt behind the plate. Dawson Roseman, the first baseman. Colin Gast is at second. Charlie Vandengart at short. And Drew Jotten at third. 0-0, Noah Pedretti. Toss over to first. The outfield for Little Chute, Caden Kerrigan, Grant Van Goppel, and Tyler Fisher.
Had a chance to talk to head coach Brady, and I hope I'm saying this right, Wiegman from Little Chute here earlier today. Got here setting things up, and he came over and got a very young team here this year, Chuck, making the state tournament.
Yeah, I'll try to give some of that information as far as when we get to the second time through the lineup for both teams.
The pitcher here is actually probably, they're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, I think. He's typically their number 3 pitcher.
Okay.
Their shortstop and third baseman are their 1-2.
Okay. Kind of thinking that they'll win this game, I'm guessing.
Ooh, that was close. Well, they figured, just in talking with the coach, you know, they figured it was going to be a tight ball game anyways, but.
There's a base hit down the right field line for Pedretti.
Oh, good call there.
Yep.
Drew down here, assistant coach, he put the brakes on right away.
Throw coming in quick from the right fielder, Tyler Fisher. And runners at first and second. Bryce Linsendorf, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Prairie, steps in. See if there's a play on here to try to move the runners over to second and third.
Yeah, with nobody down, odds say that.
Well, the defense stays at normal depth. They're not moving in unless they do right on the pitch. The first baseman charges.
Well, you're right, though, Chuck. Third base did not make that move.
No. Count 1-0.
Pretty good arm there by the catcher.
Yeah, I heard somebody say focus. Now, I don't know who that was directed to. I don't know if it was, but that was just yelled by somebody. The 2-0 pitch. They're called strike on Linsendorf. Again, runners at first and second, nobody down. Top half of inning number 2, no score between Little Chute and Prairie Chien. Runners get their lead. There's a ball down low. We're at 3-1. Linsendorf, the catcher, number 22. 3-1 pitch. They're called strike. We're full. Count full. The pitch from Melendrez. Grounder towards the third baseman. Third baseman's going to pick it up, throw it to first. So equivalent of a sacrifice. Advances the runners. Nice play by Jotten at third. One down.
Yeah, he charged that ball rather quickly, and he played it on a great hop.
I'm guessing the grass a little slow yet today with the rain and everything that we had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bring up Drake Ingham, number 13, the second baseman. Ingham ready, pitcher ready, and the pitch. And we got a suicide bunt attempt, and Ingham misses the pitch. And Eastman will be tagged out, trying to go home. I like that from a aggressive standpoint, trying to score, but unfortunately it did not work for Prairie at that time.
Well, and you do that when you know you have a batter who can put the bat on the ball, and boy, talk about that. He just got a base hit and an RBI right there.
Yeah, Ingham delivers after not being able to get the bunt down.
And the unfortunate part is there could have been another run.
Yep.
But that's part of the ball game.
Yep.
That's the little nuance that makes it interesting,
Yep.
right?
Well, and then that does throw something in the memory bank or the thought process of Little Chute as they're playing defense. There's a pickoff attempt. He's going to get caught.
Wow.
Ingham caught leading off on first base. Two runners caught on the base paths here in the second inning, but Prairie does score one.
We'll come back and talk about that with Chuck in just a moment's time. Let's take a look at some of our wonderful sponsors. Returning here to the island down in Prairie du Chien, Ken Manning along with Chuck Rasmussen as we bring you this Class A state tournament. Chuck, in between here, we're talking just for a moment. Where do you as a coach kind of try to, I don't want to say draw a line, but you got to admire the aggressiveness from Prairie du Chien early on here, but they kind of gave Little Chute's defense, who played very well with this, 2 free outs in a sense.
Yes, they did. I don't know about the squeeze, the suicide there, bunt. I don't know about the free out part things. It made Little Chute have to play defense. The running error there at first base, though, I would agree with you. Kind of a free out.
Yeah.
A little bit too far off base. Good pickoff move by the pitcher, and Ingham was caught there at first. There's a fly ball out towards center field, and it's going to fall in there. A base hit for Garrett Johnson.
Yeah, when I say a free out, I shouldn't say a free out for that squeeze attempt, because that is just part of baseball right there.
And I like that.
Yeah,
I do. But that was yeah.
It's an exciting play.
It is. And even with the athletes that we have here playing today, there's not going. We haven't seen a home run yet.
No, we haven't. No.
And I don't know. I'm sure we will by the time this tournament is over. But that's one of the ways that you work to gain that run. So.
Right.
But this is Dawson Roseman batting now, the first baseman, number 27.
Well, just as a recap, of course, we're playing here this 9 o'clock game because of the rainout last night. Boy, did it come down. And a lot of lightning involved with it. So it was, and talking with some of the coaches, the field in pretty good shape right now, but boy, it probably wouldn't have been good playing conditions last night, even if it was at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
No, field in pretty good condition, as you can see right now. They take things very seriously here at Prairie du Chien. Not only their baseball, but taking care of the diamond and everything else too. So compliments to everybody involved getting Dillman Memorial Field ready to go for the day. There's a walk. Roseman will go on down to first.
And for those that don't know, there was, of course, obviously the big flood here early in the spring, and water was up here, just shy of the concession stand. It was in part of about 70 feet into left field, they said.
Yep, I drove over one time. A bunt put down by Colin Gass, the throw down to first, and the sacrifice will be complete. But runners now at second and third. Yeah, this was a lot of this was around the area, around this, not the diamond itself, but underwater.
Wow.
And they do a very, very nice job here. This is going to bring up Kyler Marquardt, the catcher, number 8, with 1 out. Runners at second and third.
Well, they need a big strikeout here.
And Chute can do it. He had a game earlier this year where he struck out 16 in 6 innings.
My goodness.
Young man here at third base, running.
Yeah.
Good-sized boy, isn't he?
He's a big boy, tall.
Yes. There's a swing and a miss by Marquardt. Count at 1-2.
On the previous pitch, he showed bunt, Chuck, but now he's down with the 2 strikes, probably swinging away, huh?
I would guess. And there's talked about needing a strikeout. Chake comes back through with a strikeout, and that's a second out. And this is going to bring up Grant Van Gompel, the center fielder, number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, number 1, Grant Van Gompel.
There's a called strike on Van Gompel. Popped up down the first base side. First baseman's going to go over. And Caden Lomas will make the catch for the third out. We go to the third inning. 1-0 Prairie.
Some great defense by both teams and excellent pitching. Back with more of this in a couple moments.
Back to the top of the lineup for Prairie du Chien, and this is where we have a change. It was Ty Wagner before, but Wagner not with the team today. Instead, it's going to be Hunter Jones taking his spot. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman A little throw, or a throw a little bit off, but Dawson Roseman at first is able to pick it up, and that'll be the first out.
You know, we want to say thanks to some of those Prairie du Chien sponsors helping us out here today, along with, of course, Little Chute and their Post 258. We appreciate their wonderful support. Tiller Furniture here in Prairie du Chien. We can't thank them enough. Sue and Mark, her brother, all the crew that's helped over the years. That ball caught the foot, it looked like, and then the catcher as well.
So Colton Thompson will move down to first with a hit by pitch.
Tiller Furniture, by the way, Sue made the statement that they are retiring, so make sure you get over there and get your deals now.
Let's bring up Maddox Cheka, number 15. Cheka walked in his first plate appearance today. We are at 1-0 the score. Prairie du Chien, they scored a run in the second inning. We're in the third. There's a called strike on Cheka.
Sports World and, of course, Dye Sports here in Prairie du Chien, two companies kind of like under one roof, so to speak.
There's a ground ball. Cheka.
Wow.
One hopper to third and on to first. Double play. 6-4-3 double play. Excuse me, that would be a 5-4-3 double play.
We'll come back with more. That was a hard shot. Cheka may be disappointed in one way, but I tell you what, he put the bat on the ball real hard.
The top half of inning number 3. Oh, excuse me, this is the bottom half already of inning number 3. This is Tyler Fisher, the number 9 batter in the order for Little Chute. He's now find himself behind 0-2 in the count, and then we'll go back to the top of the order for Little Chute. Fisher, the right fielder, number 12. Down 0-2 to Cheka. Bryce Lenzendorf behind the plate. The 1-2 pitch just misses to Fisher. Caden Lomas is at first. Drake Ingham playing second. The 2-2 popped up. It's going to go out towards left field. Dawson Eastman will be there and makes a one-handed catch.
Still had to move towards it, didn't he?
Yeah, stumbling to his left. And that'll be out number 1. Noah Pedretti is at shortstop. Tommy Mara is playing third. We go back to the top of the order, and it'll be Charlie Vandenberg. He grounded out 6-3. In his first plate appearance. The outfield for Prairie, Dawson Eastman. And left, Colton Thompson in center field, and Hunter Jones there in right. It's a called strike to Vandenberg. There's a called strike. We're at 1-2 now to Vandenberg. There's a strike 3. Vandenberg for the second out in this third inning. Second strikeout for Chika.
Apologize to everyone there. I had a phone call coming in quick. They're checking on something with the Channel 14 broadcast. That's not slated to come on until 9:30, but we are up and running on Twitch. And thanks to the 50-plus folks that are watching on Twitch right now.
Yes. Called strike. This is Caden Kerrigan batting now. Kerrigan walked and was put out on a double play. Strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chika. We go to the top of inning number 4, 1-0 Prairie.
Sports World Diasport, the place to go for quality team apparel. You'll see some of that out here on the field right now with the Prairie du Chien Grasshoppers.
This is the top of the 4th for Prairie du Chien. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup for Prairie. Caden Lomas, Tommy Mara, and Dawson Eastman. Caden Lomas, a fly out to center field back in the first inning. Prairie with a 1-0 lead as again we're in the 4th inning. Ethan Melendrez. And here's a swing and miss by Lomas. Nice change of speed pitch there by Melendrez. Kyler Marquardt behind the plate for a little shoot. Dawson Roseman is at first. Colin Gast at second base. Charlie Vandenberg is the shortstop. And Drew Jotten is at third. Tommy Barra batting now, a ground ball to Hopper. Barehanded by the pitcher and then a throw over to first for out number 2. Nice job there by Melendrez, and again, barehanded grab and throw.
That was quite the play.
Yeah, very athletic. All right, Caden Kerrigan is in left, Grant Van Gompel in center field, and Tyler Fisher in right. Brings up Dawson Eastman. Eastman singled to center in his first at bat, and he'll take a called strike. If he reaches Noah Bedretti, would be next.
Well, congratulations going out. Just to FYI, go ahead, Chuck.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Vandenberg to first, and there is the out. 3 up, 3 down Prairie here in the 4th.
Want to mention that the 138ers on the women's softball side of things, they are playing in the 4 o'clock ball game. They won 2 games in a row here yesterday at down at DeForest in the first ever girls Legion softball tournament. And now they will face Fall Creek, who they lost to in a two-game sweep. But, anything can happen. But they're in that winner's bracket, the 2 undefeated teams. So we'll see how they do. That'll be on WVRQ. Gary Gilbertson will have that call, and we wish them the best of luck. We'll come back with more. It's still 1-0 with Prairie du Chien holding on to that tight lead.
All right, we're to the bottom of the 4th inning. Come on down today. You can listen to some great music they're playing here between the innings, and then across the street over here too. They've got the Blues Festival going on. Got great food here at the concession stand. Some beverages, adult beverages available at about the third the price, maybe a little cheaper than that than if you go to a Milwaukee Brewer baseball game.
No kidding.
Yeah. So, I mean, come on down. Beautiful day right now. I don't know. It's probably low 70s temperature-wise. There's a line drive out towards left, and it's going to get between left fielder and the center fielder. It's going to go for a double for Chute.
Well, he jumped on that one.
He did. This is going to bring up Garrett Johnson. Johnson singled in his first at bat. But come on down.
Well, like you said, you got the Blues Festival going on. It's like a doubleheader down here with different things. You no matter which way you turn, something's happening.
Yeah, you can walk down to the river. It's about a minute and a half walk from the ballpark here. Take in a little scenery there, and the boat's going up and down the river. Take a look. We're facing the bridge here. Not as many people escaping Iowa this morning as there was yesterday.
It's early, though.
It's early. Yeah, you were right about that. The 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball out towards center field. Colton Thompson's backing up. He's going to be just short of the warning track. He'll make the catch. The runner at second will tag, and he'll be at third. So one down, runner at third.
First baseman, number 27, Dawson Roseman.
Again, beautiful facility. Nice day right now. Some clouds in the sky, but not threatening like we had last night. Storms, as I said, to the north of us and to the south of us that produced 2- and 3-inch sized hail. There's a bunt. Chake has got it. He looks the runner back at third. Nice job there by Maddox Chaka on the mound. They had that defense very, very nicely.
Boy, what he just did there, I hope I got that one on camera. That was just a very tough play.
Yeah. The runner was running down alongside the third baseman. Catcher ready there in case Chaka could come up with a play. He got the runner turned back and then fired to first. Very well done. 2 outs. Colin Gass batting now. Gass with a sacrifice. And he fouls that back.
Thanks with PdC Dentistry, of course, that is Dr. Thompson and Bjorn Thompson, the office manager. We appreciate all that they stand for and help out. Awesome team of dental workers, I guess maybe the way to say it.
Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, Colin Gass batting.
Wow.
And the runner at third breaking home. Trying to steal home, but he is caught. So that's the 3rd out.
But, you know, he did the right thing. He just kept right on going.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make that little toss, and you got to hang on to the ball, and it was just bang, bang kind of play.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to stay at 1-0 here. We're going to move to the 5th inning already. Back with more in a moment. Well, as we come back, I want to say thank you to Leisure Time Sports Bar and Bowl. That's right out here as you're heading towards Lancaster, the place to go for family fun. Homemade lunch specials, and of course a terrific Friday night fish helping us out here. And also stop in downtown Prairie du Chien with Jim's Bar. Talk to Scott and all of his crew, wishing the best of luck to these Grasshoppers here today. And we got a fun game they're enjoying there at Jim's Bar.
Noah Pedretti, a little nubber towards the shortstop. The shortstop picks, and he's going to make the play at first. Nice job there by Charlie Vandenberg to get the out.
You know, these two teams are really battling, Chuck. We've seen some tremendous pitching, some great defense right now, and some odd plays along the way.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Kind of makes it very interesting.
It does.
Number 22, Bryce Lenzendorf batting. Lenzendorf pops one up over our heads.
Oh, on us.
Right above us here as it hits our roof. And we're on the third base side here at Prairie du Chien.
Have you seen that many kind of, I'll say, different plays in a game like we've seen already?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick
But
off.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it from a coaching standpoint.
Uh-huh.
I like it from a spectator standpoint, a broadcast standpoint. There's a swing and miss by Lenzendorf. The count 0-2 on him. On the mound is Ethan Melendrez. Melendrez at pitch number 30. Very efficient so far. There's a fly ball out towards left. Kerrigan will be there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Second baseman, number 13, Drake Ingham.
Yeah, Drake Ingham, the batter coming up now, involved in one of those plays before where it was a squeeze suicide bunt. Didn't get the bunt down. Runner from third got tagged out at home, but then he came back through with a single and an RBI. Pops this up. Pitcher's going to make the call, and the pitcher will make the out for the third here in the fifth. 1-0 Prairie.
Also want to say thanks to Crossing Rivers Health, over 65 years, providing quality, high-quality, compassionate care to friends and neighbors. Of course, not only here in Prairie du Chien, but Fenimore and surrounding communities with sleep medicine, urology, ear, nose, and throat. They just do a terrific, terrific job. 10 major areas of health care. Back with more fun baseball action after this.
Home half of inning number 5. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters for Little Chute.
Second baseman, number 6, Colin Gass.
Maddox Chake back on the mound, number 15 for Prairie. He's at pitch number 51 as he goes to the 5th inning here. Colin Gass, the first batter. He had to sacrifice his first plate appearance. Number 6, the pitch. Just misses. From Chaka. There's a nubber down the first base side that'll go foul and grabbed by the first baseman, Caden Lomas.
Well, thanks to all these terrific teams helping us out for the broadcast. Arcadia, Denmark, Fenimore, Little Chute here, And, of course, Prairie du Chien, Viroqua, and Stratford all coming on board in one way, shape, or another.
There's a strike from Cheka. Counted 1-2 to Gast. Gast, the second baseman. Number 6. Two and two. Prairie du Chien with the lead, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's swung and missed.
You know, Chuck, take a look at, we were talking in between innings here, that pitch count for both these teams are very, very efficient. And Cheka, really efficient.
Well, 56.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're away. I keep thinking they're home. Yeah.
Well, and as Ken said, then Marquardt with just 32.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Tells you that Prairie is real aggressive as far as first pitch hitting. There's a swing and a miss by Kyler Marquardt. Marquardt struck out in the second inning. We're in the 5th. It's a called strike. Cheka with 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts so far. Looking to make this one number 5. Let's see. Just misses on that pitch.
That looked pretty good from this angle.
It does.
When I say this angle, I'm watching my screen for the camera.
I know from we're sitting here, the height was perfect.
Yeah.
Good job behind the plate there, and so there will be the strikeout, and a good job by Lenzendorf to keep that pitch in front of him, and then the throw down to Lomas for the out. 2 outs, and this is going to bring up Grant Van Gompel, the center fielder. Van Gompel popped out to first to end the second inning. There's a strike to him. Cheka peppering the strike zone right now.
Boy, I guess.
Another strike from Cheka. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts here for Cheka in the 5th.
He's just heating up.
He is. He is. 63 pitches.
Wow.
Sitting good. Both pitchers as far as sitting real good.
Moving to the 6th inning, it's 1-0 Prairie du Chien.
Top of the order for Prairie du Chien here in the top half of number 6. Going to be Hunter Jones, Colton Thompson, and Maddox Cheka. 1, 2, 3 in the lineup for Prairie. Jones in for Ty Wagner, who is not available today. Jones grounded out to third back in the 3rd inning. Just finished his junior year in high school. Same thing with Ty Wagner. Wagner, all-conference selection in baseball. The 1-1 pitch. Pop back foul. And Ethan Melendrez, the pitcher. He is at 35 pitches right now, and we're in the 6th inning. Kyler Marquardt behind the plate. Dawson Roseman, the first baseman for Little Chute. This is going to be popped out towards right field. And nice hustle out there by Tyler Fisher, the right fielder, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
And he slid about 3 to 5 feet after that, so you know it's still a little damp out there.
Colin Gass, the second baseman, Charlie Vandenberg, the shortstop, and Drew Jotten is at third. 1 down. This is Colton Thompson. Thompson has walked and been hit by a pitch and then wiped out on a double play. Thompson graduated a year ago, playing center field. There's a called strike on him. The outfield for Little Chute, Caden Kerrigan is in left. Grant Van Gompel in center field, and Tyler Fisher, who just made that catch, is in right. There's another fly ball. This is going to probably get over the head.
Wow.
Of Fisher, and it is over his head. And at the same time, he gets the ball back in very quickly. Colton Thompson held it to a long single.
Yeah, I don't know if Colton is, he's a dandy ball player. I don't know if he thought that one was going to be a home run or not, or maybe he got just a slow start out of the chute, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know neither. I'm kind of surprised that he's still there at first. This is going to bring up Maddox Cheka. Cheka has walked and had hit into that 6-4-3 double play. He all conference, just graduated this last spring. Player of the year, I think 2-time, if my memory is correct. 2-time player of the year in the conference.
Wow.
Tough baseball conference. And going on to play baseball in college.
Yeah, heading to St. Mary's up in Winona.
Okay.
Thompson, by the way, is going to school in Florida, and he is a manager for that. Or is it Florida? I think it is.
I cannot tell you.
Yeah, it is, because they made the Nationals, and he got to go on that trip.
Okay, there's a base hit for Cheka in center field. Thompson will stay there at second. Moves up just once. 1 base. He's going to bring up Caden Lomas, the cleanup batter for Prairie du Chien. Lomas has flown out to center field and struck out. Lomas graduated this past spring from Wazeeka.
Yeah,
he's down the river just a little bit.
He's a good ball player.
Down the river, up the river, I guess. Down the Mississippi, up to Wisconsin. There's a strike on him. All conference selection for Wazeeka. Batting cleanup. There's a base hit for Lomas. The runner from second's going to be coming home, and he'll be safe. The runners each move up, and a base hit by Caden Lomas.
Boy, what a swing.
But the Colton Thompson able to score. The runners advance on that throw towards home. Big base hit for Caden Lomas. Runners at second and third. This will bring up Tommy Mara. Mara has lined out to first and grounded out 1-3. Graduated this last spring also. He's also an all-conference selection for Prairie du Chien. These two batters here, kind of a combination as far as, to me, Mara has the same last name as my wife, and Lomas from Wazeeka, and that's where my wife went to school.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Count 1-1 with 1 out. Runners at second and third. Base hit would be really welcomed by Prairie. There's a ground ball down the first base line. That's going to be called fair. by the home plate umpire.
That's as good a, that wasn't a bunt, was it?
No.
It was as good a bunt.
Yeah, as good a bunt, but so that will be an out.
Boy, 2 big runs right now.
2 outs. Another run across. Lomas moves over to third. This brings up Dawson Eastman. Eastman has a single and they ground out to shortstop. He will be a senior, and then he's going to wear this one.
Man.
A hit by pitch, so he'll move down to first. And Eastman, as I said, will be a senior this fall. This will bring up Noah Pedretti. Pedretti has a single and a ground out. Pedretti, an all-conference player for Prairie du Chien, will be a senior this year also at Prairie. Runners at first and third. Wonder if there's something going on here too, as the coach yells to Pedretti to take a quick look. Might have just been some bait there also to the little Chute. Runner at first gets his lead, runner at third. Almost gets his lead. Short lead at third. A little more aggressive lead at first, and the pitch. Count at 1-1 with 2 outs to Pedretti. 2 big runs across here in the 6th inning for Prairie. And Pedretti would like to bring in at least another one.
Well, they're not the home team, so you know you want to get as many as you can here. Have that insurance.
Eastman there, the runner at first. Count 1-2. The pitch is a ground ball towards the middle. A good job by the shortstop, Vandenberg. He'll pick it up and make the tag on the base at the force out at second. We go to the home of half of inning number 6. Prairie up by a score of 3-0. Home half of inning number 6 will be 9-1-2 in the batting order for Little Chute. This will be Tyler Fisher. Fisher flew out to left field in his first plate appearance in the tournament. Maddox Jacob back on the mound for Prairie du Chien. As a strike, that was Chaika's number 64 pitch. I'm not sure where those numbers are as far as if they're going to limit him or not today. Well, so that he could pitch later in the tournament.
And he got a clean slate starting,
yes,
but he only had like four pitches, I think, right?
Yep. There's another strike, counted 1-2 to Fisher.
Say thanks to Michael Lenzendorf as well. Got to mention about Michael. American Family Insurance agent right here in Prairie du Chien. Life is better when you're protected under one roof. And, of course, that is American Family Insurance, Michael Lenzendorf Agency. Chuck, another strikeout?
Another strikeout. 4 in a row for Cheka. That brings us back to the top of the order, and it's Charlie Vandenberg.
Wow.
Vandenberg has grounded to the shortstop and struck out. Vandenberg will be a senior this fall in school. He was an all-conference player for Little Chute. Ken, we're going to test your memory and geography skills again here, too. Where is Little Chute located?
Well, it's over there by that Kimberly area, so it's off. Isn't that State Highway 41 or something like that, the interstate, if I remember right, up on that eastern side of the state, a little ways off the interstate?
Yeah, near the Neenah area up there.
Up in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, just industrial kind of area.
The 0-2 pitch.
I think his life passed before his eyes.
Yeah. Count 1-2 with 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, Prairie du Chien with a 3-0 advantage. The pitch. It's going to be pop foul, out of play. Beautiful morning here in Prairie. And that won't end up in a strikeout. That's a hit by pitch.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. That one just didn't break for him.
No. So runner at first. That'll bring up the number 2 batter in the order, Caden Kerrigan. Kerrigan has walked and struck out. Just finished his senior year in high school, and all-conference player also for Little Chute.
Game's coming up today after this, the 10 o'clock game. Let's take a look here. It should be Stratford against Arcadia.
Another back, hit in the back.
Uh-oh.
Pitch. That's 2 hit by pitches in a row here for Cheka. Coach going to walk out and talk just for a little bit to the infield.
Yep. Well, why don't we take a quick break? We'll be right back. Not a very long discussion out there, Chuck.
Nope. And at the same time, the runners met with their coach. There's a line drive right up the middle right away. The runner from second will score. The throw coming home. And as it does, the others, so at second and first, remain there. Jolton with a base hit. It's his second hit.
Well, that's the first run here for Little Chute, but they still have the tying runs on the base path out there.
Yes, this is going to bring up Garrett Johnson. Single and a fly out to center field on that. That's going to be a pass ball on Lenzendorf, allowing the runners to move up to second and third. Lenzendorf able to walk this one off. Got hit there.
Yeah, that's
you can tell in an area not
needs just a little time here. Runners now, the tying run at second base. A base hit here could do that, and interesting what they're going to do here now, Chuck.
Yeah, it's going to be a walk just issued to Johnson, which will load the bases. Puts in play a possible double play or a force at home also. He's going to bring up Dawson Roseman. Roseman has walked and grounded to the pitcher. There's a strike on Roseman. Little Chute coming into the game with a record of 14-7-1. Prairie du Chien with a record of 27-5. Bases are full, 1 out, 1-1 the count on Roseman. Count at 1-2.
Home plate umpire Nick Betts kind of looking over at the Little Chute bench.
There's a called strike on Roseman. I think the Little Chute group didn't think that was a swing as far as on that last pitch by Roseman. It's going to bring up Colin Gast. Gast, sacrifice and a strikeout. Just finished his senior year in high school.
He lost the grip on the bat on that one, Chuck, as he tried to hold back and fouled the ball off.
Count 0-1. Score 3-1. 1 run across in this inning for Little Chute. There's a called strike. The count now at 0-2. Bases loaded. 2 outs. We're in the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch from Chute. And it's going to hit him. That's a 3rd hit Batman.
Wow. Well, they
and that'll bring in a run.
Did not want to see that from the Grasshopper side of things.
No.
Of course, Little Chute, well, that fires him up a little bit more here.
You bet. This is going to bring up a pinch hitter. Number 15.
Number 15, Brock Gardner.
Brock Gardner. He will be batting for Kyler Marquardt. Marquardt had a tough time at the plate today. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Gardner in, number 15. Gardner will be a junior this fall. And he hits a fly ball out towards right field. Hunter Jones is going to be there, and he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. Prairie leads 3-2. We go to the 7th.
Boy, I tell you what, we figured it was going to be quite the ball game, and Little Chute bounces back there within a run.
To the top of the 7th, a change for Little Chute at Silas Alcala in the game for Colin Gast. Melendrez still on the mound, and this is Bryce Lenzendorf batting. Lenzendorf just finished his sophomore year in high school. Number 22, Lenzendorf, has grounded to the third baseman and a fly out to left field. Take a called strike. Here's a called strike on Lenzendorf. Count 1-2. Melendrez, a very, very, very efficient pitching outing today. 57 pitches. Through 6 innings. He's now at 58. It probably started out this inning at like 55. And off-speed pitch, fouled back 2-2 the count on Lenzendorf. He'll be followed by Drake Ingham, and then the top of the order for Prairie. We're in the 7th. Prairie with a 3-2 lead. 2 runs each for Prairie and Little Chute in the 6th inning.
That little foul ball was going after Bjorn Thompson.
The 2-2 pitch, fouled back again. There's a ground ball hit towards the second baseman. And a throw to first will get the out. Colin Gass to the play at second.
Lenzendorf really motoring down the line.
That's a bring up Drake Ingham. Ingham has a single and a pop up to the pitcher. Ingham, an all-conference selection, will be a senior this fall. Number 13. Number 9 in the order for Prairie. Again, we're here in the 7th inning. We just passed the 10 o'clock mark of the day. There's another called strike. A little behind, but not too far behind at all. And I think we're going to pick up. They wanted to get on schedule by the 4 o'clock game, and I think we should be able to do that. Hit foul down the third base side. I don't know, Ken, have you looked at the weather forecast at all?
It was supposed to be fairly decent, it sounded like.
Okay.
Pleasant temperatures, humidity not like we'd seen yesterday.
It was a warm one yesterday. There's a pitch outside and away to Ingham. Two. There's a fly ball out towards center field. Van Gompel will be there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Back to the top of the order. Hunter Jones to the bat now. Jones in replacement for Ty Wagner, who not able to be here today. Has a ground out to the third baseman and a fly ball out to right. Jones and Wagner both will be seniors this fall. There's a line drive for Jones. Base hit.
Well, that was just one of those beautiful swings coming straight across and stroked it out there.
This will bring up Colton Thompson, the center fielder. Thompson has walked, been hit by a pitch, and singled and scored a run. That run scored back in the 6th inning.
Yeah, that was a drive, too, that he hit out to the base of the fence.
Right, and held to a single.
That was probably the closest ball we've seen to being a home run in the tournament in his previous at-bat.
Thompson graduated a year ago.
He's a team manager for Florida State.
Called strike. Doesn't agree with that called strike, does Thompson. Oh, 2. Fouled off by Thompson.
There's a good hang right there.
Count 0-2. Jones gets his lead at first. Pitch just out of the zone. Takes the count to 1-2. That was pitch number 72 by Melendrez. Just misses again. We're at 2-2. There is a ball foul down the first base side.
So Chuck, as a coach, would you be sending Jones down at first here anytime soon?
A good possibility. Just depends. I don't know his quickness. So, and at the same time, you got your meat in the order batting. So
yeah.
And Jones will go down swinging. So that's out number 3.
Well, we'll come back with the bottom half of the 7th. Little Chute needs a run to tie it up 2 to win. A dandy ball game being played here today. This is the game from last night that was rained out. They started at 9 o'clock, and we're now in the bottom of the 7th, 3-2 score.
Bottom of the 7th, as Ken said, it would be Grant Van Gompel, Tyler Fisher in the top of the order for Little Chute. Prairie hanging on to that 1-0 advantage. That was a close pitch there to Van Gompel. And just to keep in memory here, too, there were 3 hit batsmen by Chute in that last inning, which led to 2 runs. Van Gompel has a pop-up to first and a strikeout. There's the called strike.
Chute does not waste a lot of time on the mound between pitches.
He doesn't. I like that. Count at 2-1, nobody out. Count goes to 3-1. Van Gompel will be a senior this fall at Little Chute. Taken all the way, and Van Gompel will walk.
Well, here's the interesting one. Van Gompel had been asking for time as he got set in the box, and he had his one hand still off the bat, and the pitch was a ball.
Yeah.
So he'll take it, but he wasn't. He was really questioning things.
Yeah. I knew he had his hand off the bat, so I didn't know if that.
Yeah.
I forgot that he was probably signaling for a time there, but his hand was not real high.
Right.
And at the same time, too, you know, I thought maybe he was just going to be taking a pitch. But either way, it's a walk. Runner at first. We got a pinch runner in.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up Tyler Fisher, number 12. He'll be a senior this fall. Brings the bat around the bunt, pulls it back, but it's going to be a called strike. Fisher, a fly out to center field and a strikeout. Number 12. Runner at first. Looking to get into scoring position. There's a bunt. Put down. The throw by Chute to second for 1. Again, nice job there by Chute on the mound.
Yeah, that's a huge play right there.
Shortstop, number 19, Charlie Vanderberg.
And back to the top of the order, and it'll be Charlie Vandenberg. Vandenberg, ground out to the shortstop, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. He scored the first run of the game for Little Chute. Counted 0-1. The runner at first. Fisher gets his lead. Base hit to left by Vandenberg. So we go to the number 2 batter in the lineup for Little Chute. This is Caden Kerrigan. Kerrigan a walk, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. He also scored a run. Tying run as at second base. And followed back by Kerrigan. We're in the bottom half of inning number 7. Winning run on first base.
Jake up to 95 pitches now, Chuck.
This is going to be popped up. Is it going to stay in here? No, it's not. Just outside of the fence. That was pitch number 96. Can they get how many pitches?
105.
All right.
And you can finish the batter you're facing if you hit 105.
All right. And with this number of pitches, Chute will not be able to pitch again till there's a base hit to right field. The runner stumbles. The runner at first has to wait up. Now he's going to be coming on home. The runner and it's Little Chute with a walk-off. Caden Kerrigan with a base hit. It scores 2 runs.
Well, and what happened out there, too, was the right fielder slipped, Chuck, as he picked up the ball, and that allowed the winning run to score. But interesting, all this happened. Meanwhile, the runner, the tying run, slipped at third base and fell down, and I thought, they're going to have a chance. Well, then the right fielder slipped. So it was just, oh, my goodness, the worst thing that could happen for both teams. And yet, Little Chute comes out and picks up the win. Well, let's take a little break. We'll come right back here with the recap of today's game number 4 from last night. Finished up here today. We'll be back with a recap with Chuck Rasmussen in a moment.
All right, the recap here of the game that we started last evening. Little Chute wins by a score of 4-3 over Prairie du Chien. Prairie du Chien, 3 runs on 7 hits. Those 7 hits spread out between 7 different batters. And Little Chute, 4 runs on 5 hits, multiple hits for the number 3 batter, Drew Joten. He goes 2 for 3. Exciting game, Ken. Saw a lot of different things. Saw some great pitching. We saw some great defense. The final run score on a slip by the right fielder and a slip by one of the base runners. But the base runner able to recover, and again, 4-3 our final score.
Just a remarkable game, and it kind of shows, you just need to persevere sometimes, right? I mean,
sir.
That's really what it kind of came down to, and that's what happened here for Little Chute. Tough loss now for the Grasshoppers here on their home field, and we'll see if they can bounce back. They will turn around now and play what would be the 1 o'clock ball game, which is game number 6. They will face Fenimore here in an elimination game today. So one of those 2 teams in our area will be knocked out of this contest. Well, let's take a look here. Coming up now, we start things all over. It will be Arcadia and Stratford here in game number 1. I'll say game number 5, game number 1 today, which was our scheduled game at 10 o'clock. It will now start somewhere around, it's going to be probably closer to 10:45, I would imagine, because teams will have infield and all that good stuff as they get the field ready to go. As Chuck mentioned, once again, 4-3 your final score here. Little Chute coming from behind, picking up a win. We'll take a break and return here for more baseball action. We hope to see you right back here on the island in Prairie du Chien in a few moments. For Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning. Thanks again, everyone.